T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, and welcome to another great episode of Kitchen Table Conversation. Well, I'm your host. Right, well, I tell you, everything happened right when I get ready to go live. I'm your host, Rodney Pelt. How's everybody doing this evening on this cold Monday, December the 20th? How y'all doing? Y'all say hey in the comment section. I'm watching y'all on YouTube on one side of the house and Facebook on the other. I appreciate you all for joining us tonight. I appreciate you always for tuning in and listening to what we have to say and some of our great guests that we have on. We really appreciate y'all, but we really want to be interactive with you. So hit us up. Hey, Tawana Knox, how you doing, Miss Knox? Sammy, Samantha Hammer, I'm excuse that's my lovely sister. How you doing, Samantha? What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Y'all come on in, man. Like and share. Share this with your friends. We're gonna have a couple great guests on tonight. That's gonna give out some great information, tell you what's going on in the city of Tuscaloosa and their respective districts. And then you'll be able to interact with them. You'll be able to talk to them, ask questions. Hopefully, they might have some questions of you. Call us. The number is right in the chat. So just call in with your questions, comments. Matter of fact, it should be popping up right down the bottom of the screen. There you go. It's on the bottom of the screen. So call in. Our first guest tonight will be Councilman Kip Tyner. He'll be coming in a few minutes. We're going to talk about all great things in District 5. So you had an opportunity to talk to him about what's going on in his district. Maybe even talk to him about what's going on in the city in general. Kip is a 20-some-odd-year vet of city government, so he really can go all parameters when it comes to city government, and you'll be able to really talk to him and ask some questions and interact with him. So, and then our next guest in the second block of the show will be Councilwoman Raevan Williams. I know I got her name wrong in the chat. I mean, in the title, but if I would have said that, y'all would know who she was. So Councilwoman Raevan Howard Williams, I can say it like that. She's going to be talking about what's going on in District 2, everything that's popping in District 2. So hopefully you'll be able to interact with her and ask her questions and talk to her as she talk about District 2. So guys, how was everybody's weekend? Everybody had a great weekend. Coming up, everybody got the Christmas shopping out of the way. I know I did a little bit today. We had some more angel tree stuff to do. I did a little bit today and couldn't find nothing in the store. So guys, I don't envy nobody that's out getting their last minute shopping because I'm Christmas card. Gift card Santa this year. Yeah, that's me. Gift card Santa. Oh, it was good, Twan. That's good. That's good. It was gift card. I'm gonna be gift card Santa this year. My grandbaby this week, and All Papa bring gift cards. That's it. That's it. Nephews, all that gift cards. That's it for me. I'm not doing nothing else. I can't do nothing. You got yours in November. Golly, you get that deep into it, Mike. Man, I don't think about shopping for Christmas till a couple days before Christmas. November, that's a long time. I guess people get into it. I know somebody that does it like all year. They get into it like all year long. Like they start Christmas shopping in January and February, which I don't understand that, because how you know what somebody wants, or how you know what's going to be popping or what's going to be popular in January for the upcoming fall. I don't understand that. So, but I know some people that do it. Hey, the store's bought out. I went to literally buy some stuff today for a young man that's in our angel tree, and I couldn't find nothing. I was in Huntsville looking this weekend. I was in Birmingham today looking, and I came back to Tuscaloosa and looked again. Hey, Anna Bear, how you doing? How's everything? And I really couldn't find nothing that he would have liked, but I hope he liked what we got him gift card. So hopefully he'll like that. Man, hopefully he'll like that too. You did that today? You went shopping today, Miss Tawana? That's good. That's good. Tawana is one of our local educators, y'all. So hey to Miss Tawana, we appreciate you for all you do in your respective district and respective school and your community. We appreciate you. And thank you. So guys, listen. Social worker, still educator, social worker, educator. Okay, she's a social worker, I'm sorry, in our local school system. So she boldly corrected me. So yeah. What else I had to say before I guess go on? Oh, guys, be careful, because this if you're traveling over the holiday season or out and about, please wear your mask. If you hadn't got vaccinated, let's go get that done. Get your booster. If you got vaccinated, go get your booster. It only take a couple minutes. Most insurance will cover it. I think it might be even free at some spots. So go get your booster, because this COVID is this Omicron. I heard somebody say Omarion today. Omicron is running rampant. So please go get your booster. Go get your COVID vaccine so we can be safe over the holidays and we won't continue to spread this deadly virus, deadly virus that killed over 800,000 people. So go get your vaccinations and boosters done. Please go get vaccinated. I'm not telling you, yes, I believe in individual rights and individual freedoms. I believe in all that kind of good stuff. But when it comes to a public health crisis, I think nobody have no individual rights and freedoms when it comes to that, because the life you can save could be your very own. So let's go get vaccinated. Please. We get the mumps, measles, rubella, chickenpox. We get all that stuff. So I don't see nothing wrong with getting the corona vaccine. It will save your life. I know when we got deployed to Iraq in 2005, I think I got like, I want to say 9 or 10 shots, like at one time. It wasn't like over a 6-week period. It was like one jab. Well, not one. Yeah, one jab. It was like, and you got all those vaccines in one jab in your arm. Like, and then we had to have the smallpox, and that was crazy because they put that in you, and then you had to sit and wait and cover it up, and can't wear a sleeve over on your arm. It was if So if I can do all that, if we can do all that. Our military members on here, we can go jump out and get that vaccine, because it can really mess you up. The COVID, that's what I'm saying. The COVID can really mess you up. So go get the vaccine. So what everybody doing for Christmas? I'm just kind of killing time to my guest. He's supposed to be on in like 2 minutes. So what everybody doing for Christmas? Everybody good? Anybody going out of town? Like I said, I'm going to see my grandbabies. Yeah, I can't wait to see him. So I'm just texting my guest. I can't wait to see him. Can't wait to go out of town. Can't wait to go to play with them little knuckleheads. all 4 of them, except that Cadence. Oof. That's a mean little girl. That's a mean little girl. She don't have nothing to do with Papa. I'm talking about nothing. She ain't got nothing for me. I'm like, I don't know what I did to her. I don't know what happened, but she don't have nothing for Papa. Nothing for Papa. So you ain't doing nothing, Miss Knox? Nothing at all? Nothing at all? You gotta do some over the holidays. Some over the holidays. You're going somewhere with the kids. You're taking the kids somewhere. Y'all going on vacation. You're getting away out of town. You doing anything? Nope. Guess not. All right, guys. Before our guests keep coming on in a minute, let me run through these ads real quick. To thank some of the great people that have really been good to us on this show, and we're going to continue to be good to them in the community. Listen, guys. Catch a Taste got this drawing, this Christmas giveaway. Listen, you do not want to miss this. You do not want to miss this giveaway. If you go on the Catch a Taste Facebook page, you can go on it right now. You can go on the Facebook page, click the like button on the Catch a Taste Facebook page, and share that flyer right there that's on that page. You'll enter to win those things every day. You see it, you get a signature cocktail tomorrow. Wednesday, you get a 20-piece small catch or big catch combo. And Thursday, you get a 50-piece wing platter. Listen, guys, I don't know about you, but Catch a Taste got some fire wings. That exotic wings are crazy. Go on the Catch a Taste Facebook page, like the page, go share that flyer. And then I was just told today, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to say it anyway. As many times as you can share it, you can share it. That means that your drawing goes up. So you can share like 500 times. So you got 500 different opportunities, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, to win one of those prizes. So go check them out. Catch a Taste, like the Facebook page, boom, and you'll go straight to the deal. Also, the food truck, you know, they got a restaurant. Now, hold on, let me fix that. Now, this one is for the restaurant. This one's for the restaurant. And this one is for the food truck. So you see they Uber Eat, DoorDash, and the dates for that food truck Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, because you know it's Christmas Eve and Christmas this weekend. You go to Charm District, that's right down Hackberry, Charm District, Tuesday from 11 to 4. I think I might go by to eat tomorrow. Wednesday, going to be at Lanier Automotive. You know, Lanier is right there on Skyland. And Thursday, going back to the Charm District. So go by, get your lunch, and pick you up some dinner at Catch a Taste Food Truck, or go by the restaurant. They'll be open. Oh, we got a caller early. Mr. McKinstry, how you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? I know how it is trying to talk on these talk shows, generate conversation, man. So I heard you say something about getting the shots, man. So
yeah, come on with
you've
it.
been in the military, so what do you think about the military personnel that's being discharged for not taking vaccination?
I think it's justified, because I don't understand the reasoning behind them not taking it. Because like I say, you have to get shots in order to get in the military. You can't get in the military without having shots. You get ready to deploy, whether it's to Korea, whether it's Japan, whether it's on sea duty or anything like that. You got to get shots. Like I said, we got deployed to Iraq. We had to have, I think I took 9 different shots and had to take some pills and get the smallpox vaccine. So I just don't understand the reasoning behind it. I don't understand the rationale behind it. You get put out for PT. You get put out for weight gain. You get put out for not making rank. You get put out for a whole bunch of different reasons. So I don't think that vaccine is less important than anything else.
Is it an honorable or dishonorable medical discharge? How they get that mixed?
Probably, if you ask me, it's probably a general on the honorable conditions. If you get out with because of religion or something like that, or some of those parameters. But you get out for failure to abide the lawful order. That's probably general on the honorable conditions, and you'll be screwed. You'll be screwed. So I just don't understand the rationale behind it, really. So
well, when we released so much power, I guess you could say.
What do you mean?
For as for as military, you can say, doing this done. It ain't like it's something that's questioned.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it used to be when we was in there. But right now, everybody feel like we got a right to not do or do whatever we want to do.
Yeah, I think the military has I ain't gonna say it's soft, but it's different. I guess everything changes with times. Because things they did back in the 70s and 80s, they most definitely can't do now in the military. And things when I was in, they did in the 90s, early 90s, they most definitely can't do now. So they kind of change it with times, but today's military is a little bit more soft, I think. I don't know, Darren, if I can say that. I know my son and my nephews, they watching. They said they ain't soft. But yeah, just I think they're a little soft because you got timeout cards and I can need to take a stretch break, a middle break. You can't really be, I don't know, you just can't soldier like you used to. You can't lead like you used to. Yeah, my son and them probably gonna be mad at me, but it ain't the same. It ain't the same. Even my oldest, he been in probably I think 10 years, and he even say it ain't like it was when I first went in. I'm like, bruh, it ain't nothing like when I was in there, cause woo-wee. Yeah, it's a whole different animal now than it was before.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and call in, man. I just wanted to add something to that right quick for you.
Okay, appreciate you, D. I appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas. Yeah, man. I just don't understand today's military. I guess it's running late. I just got a text they run a little late. But they coming on, so I'm gonna keep this content going until they come on. So don't tune out, guys. Don't tune out. They'll come in when they get, they kind of busy, they in meetings and stuff like that. So don't tune out. Now, my next thing is, y'all know it's a brand new selfie museum right there in University Mall called Say Cheese. You know what, Bama? I think it was Bama Fever. Bama Fever used to be right across from. I want to get this right. I think it's across from JCPenney by the nail salon, right over there somewhere, right up in there somewhere. Yep, JCPenney Wing. There it is, JCPenney Wing. That's a great concept, guys. Go by the Say Cheese Selfie Museum. Now, this flyer is something different. I'm just telling you about, and then I'm gonna get to that. The museum itself. You can go in there and take a selfie. You know how everybody want to take a selfie, just out here crazy, taking them everywhere. You can literally go by, have your selfies made, your pictures taken, and stuff like that, with great backgrounds and different themes and everything like that. Your teams, individuals just walk in. I know the prices, so like I said, this flyer is different. But go by and check them out, guys. I guarantee you will not. Hold on, Kip saying he having problems getting in. How you having problems getting in, sir? You won't be disappointed, guys. You will not be disappointed. So go by and check out the Selfie Museum. And here we go. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. I love it. I've been there, checked them out. They just had the grand opening. So go by and check them out. Now, this flyer that I have up, they have a promo going. If you got an organization you're looking for fundraising opportunities, Go check them out. They have a selfie, selfie Saturdays where you can go. Your organization come in from 11 to 3, and they can actually invite people in, and you'll get 50% of profit that's raised that day. So for 4 hours, you can invite many people as you can to come down there and take selfies or whatever, what have you, and you can get 50% of the profits off that. Now you can't beat that because there's no leg work. All it is you inviting people in. So this thing is totally different. This is one of our events that we're going to partner with and host at the Selfie Museum. Is headshots and handshakes. Guys, listen, everybody in the world need a headshot. Everybody needs a professional picture done, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you have a business, whether you're trying to start a business, whether you're getting ready to go to college, whether your professional resume needs to be done, you need to update it. Headshot, because everybody look different from this year to last year. Everybody look different. So listen, this is a great opportunity for you to come out, get a great headshot. We got a awesome photographer that's going to be on. I don't know why this thing is not working tonight. Great professional photographer is going to be there. So look at this on January the 20th next year from 6 to 8 p.m. No. We're not going to do that, Kip. We can't do that. All right, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do, Kip. Hold on, I'm going to get my guests in, y'all. Hold on, Kip. We're not going to do that. All right, this is my first guest, guys. This is our first guest. Hey, Kip. Hey, hold on, man. There we go. Our first guest, guys. I don't know why we're having some technical difficulties with this streaming app. So we're going to just call our first guest called in. Our first guest, Mr. Kip Tyner. How you doing, Kip?
Hey, Rodney, my friend. I'm doing really great. I'm sorry that I can't see you.
Yeah, we gonna make it work, Kip. We're gonna make it work.
I know it will. Absolutely.
Yeah. So Kip, introduce yourself to the people for all y'all that don't know Mr. Kip Tyner, which there's probably only one or two people in the whole world that don't know Kip.
You see why I love you so much. Yeah, of course, Kip Tyner, and born and raised in Tuscaloosa, and we're born right here in Alberta, and spent most of my life here, except for a brief 2.5 years with Senator John Sparkman up in Washington, and came back and finished my degree at the University of Alabama, got into newspaper, radio, and started my TV career in 1980, and will soon be starting my 42nd year hosting a noon show.
Ooh, 42 years.
42 years. I didn't remember even being 42.
Wow.
It does. 42 seems impossible. But then, of course, was news director and the weatherman at Channel 33 for 16 years. And then when the powers that be decided to take local television away from us, is when I started the Great Day Tuscaloosa show, and went on the air January 2nd, 2000. So
how long you been doing? You said to your 2000. So you've been doing that for 20 some odd years.
This is our 21st year, and hopefully we get our little fiber issues settled, and by the 1st of January, and we'll be back. Not only, of course, our goal, of course, was always to stay on Channel 21, and we've had some great challenges with getting our live fiber, but hopefully that's coming to an end, and we can get back on the actual live channel every day, as well as we'll continue to stream on Facebook.
Oh wow, that's good. Dang, that's a lot of time being in front of people.
So then I first ran and decided to, when 3340 left town, I was not about to move away. I was too committed to this great community, and so I started my own production company with the show, and then decided to run for city council in 1997. And so this coming year will be 25 years serving on the council.
25 years dealing with all of us folks.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a pleasure most all the time. You know, there's been a lot of challenges, but I'm so grateful to my district for electing me 7 times, and that was very exciting this past election. Because, you know, I'm not patting myself on the back because it's all the people that I represent, but no one had been elected more than 6 times before. And so we made a little history the last election, and I owe it all to the people.
Oh, made history. That is incredible. All those times, you said 6, 7 times winning.
This is my 7th term.
7th term, represent the district, all the years in TV and radio. What's next for Kip Tyner? What you running for? President?
I've got an extra skip in my step these days because I love this new council.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are we've worked together already better than any of the previous councils. I'll just have to be very honest. That's not to throw shade on any of my former colleagues, but we've got, I feel like, the best council that I've ever worked with. And, you know, we got 4 babies, and they're brand new, just 6 months into the job. And then, of course, Mr. Busby just finished his first full term.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Councilor Howard, she'll take this the right way. And she's the old lady of the group now. This is her 2nd term. And so you know, it's just been an honor, and I'm really proud working with Raevan. We're working on something right now that hopefully could be just very, very exciting for the West End. But I'm going to let her talk about that when the time is right.
Okay, so let's talk about Alberta, since you're going to defer that to the District 1 and 2 or whatever. You're
going to love it.
Yeah. So talk to us about now, me and you talked the other day. We was talking about how Alberta looked pre the tornado, April 27th, and now we talked about that. So let's talk about post Alberta, post tornado. So what's going on in Alberta now?
Well, I tell you what, it's been the most up and down roller coaster ride, because in 1997, things weren't too great out here. We had some of the highest crime rate, and we definitely had our problems, and it absolutely broke my heart, because this is my home, and to see it becoming irrelevant and just crime ridden, I just could not take it anymore. And that's when I ran. That's the only reason I ran. And so we started some great momentum with the original Streetscape in 2001. We got the full-time police precinct. We met with the slumlords and let them know that this was a new day, that we demanded better out of them with background checks, and not just local, but state and national. And our crime rates started to drop before the tornado. And then, of course, the tornado comes through, and Rodney, 65% in my district was destroyed.
Wow, 65%?
65% of the entire district. And we had the largest loss of life. And, you know, back in those days, you know, I lost my home, and I lost my parents lost their business. My office was destroyed too. But it was just, you know, I knew that I had to put the community first. And we went right to work on doing the very best we could to say, you know, the good Lord has given us this opportunity, even though it was a horrible tragedy and the loss of life is still heartbreaking as we look at Mayfield, Kentucky today. And it just makes me shiver. But we now have this, you know, it was almost like a brand new landscape. And I've always felt about Alberta like the Wizard of Oz. You know, you come down University Boulevard and it's all black and white.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you come over that bridge, I see color. And I
Okay.
see great things. And through all the ups and the downs and the people asking way too much for their properties, that's why you still see the land, so much land available. I think we are booming now, and I wanted to. I'm so re-energized. I just wanted to continue with announcements and ribbon cuttings and groundbreakings. And Rodney, I want to say one thing that most people really don't understand. When you go through Alberta and you see this beautiful building, it's called SWJ.
Mm-hmm.
That's the North American headquarters of an international German company. Now, when I went to negotiations,
Kip, hold on.
Yeah.
You got to fix that. You said the North American headquarters
yes,
of a German company is in District 5.
is in Alberta. And when I went into negotiations with Dr. Wolfgang Knier, Wolfgang is my favorite name now. he let me know. He said, you know, I love Alberta. I love tennis. That's how I got to know Alberta. He said, but I'll be honest with you, Chattanooga and Greenville, South Carolina are in first and second place, and you're basically a distant third.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, but there's a shot. And I said, well, look, Wolfgang, I'm gonna go ahead and order the shovels because we're gonna be doing some groundbreaking over here.
Wow.
Well, almost 14 months, less or 12, 14 months, I got an email, paragraph 5, and it said, we have chosen Alberta.
That's good. Over Greenville, which supports BMW, right?
Yes, you're right.
And over Chattanooga, which supports Volvo, right?
That's exactly it. Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Yes.
Volkswagen.
And so we were at a disadvantage, and definitely. But I used to kid. I hid in his bushes. I wouldn't let him out of my sight, and because I said this is one of the greatest opportunities. And once they do phase 2, that will be 150 new high-paying jobs, starting salaries now for engineers out of college.
Mm-hmm.
And SWJ make $80,000.
Oh wow!
And they're right in Alberta.
That's awesome.
But the beauty of it, though, it benefits the entire city with job opportunities. Their second phase will allow apprenticeships, students from Central, Northridge, Bryant, that will lead to great careers. Right now, they do engineering, of course, for Mercedes, Volkswagen, BMW. They do small product for Lazy Boy.
Mm-hmm.
They're serious.
Oh wow,
They're serious.
That's huge, right there in that district. And it'd be so great if we can get some of those kids from Northridge and Central and Bryant to end up matriculating through college and working right here in our communities. That'd be so great, especially our minority students.
I'll tell you one thing. Dr. Knier has already taken under his wing a young man from Holt, who was basically running a forklift. He saw some qualities in him that impressed him, and he's sending him to college right now.
That's good.
To come back and work for the company.
That's great. That's where we need more of that from our businesses and stuff. Now, Kip, I don't want to cut you off, but I do got a question. Somebody just sent me a question to ask you.
Sure.
It said, it ain't a hard one. What do you think about adding a fourth majority district in the new redistricting map? What do you think about that? And can you talk about it and share your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, what I'll say is we had a very flawed census. Mm-hmm. Where about almost 30,000 university students were not counted in our census, and our census is on appeal right now. And it would be my wish to delay, if we could, until we hear from the appeal of the census because we know that we've got at least 125,000 in this city, yet only 99,000 plus were counted. So I think it's flawed. One thing I'm very proud of is that, of course, I'm very proud of my district because I've always been basically a 50-50 district, and that's what I love so much about it. But right now, all I can say is each councilman has been charged with working to work out their own district lines. That's part of their job as an elected city councilman, and probably in a month or so we will have public hearings on what the final maps will look like, and some I haven't even seen yet. I know that all the maps have been finalized, except there's still a little tugging going on between districts 1 and 4. But Ms. Howard, myself, Mr. Fail, Mr. Lanier, and Mr. Crow are ready to go. But I haven't seen I have personally seen 5 of the districts. And so that's really a hard question to answer because the numbers are very skewed. But I think we'll just have to see. And the thing about it is, if it doesn't happen this time, we know it's going to. But so that's all I can really say about that.
Okay, that's a good answer. I hope that answered your question, caller. Texter. I'm sorry. Text that question, and I appreciate you asking that question. Thank you. Only thing I say about the redistricting is I just hope we get those, especially District 7, right, with having a huge minority in one district and having a slack in another district. So that's a whole nother conversation.
I'd look forward to moving on, but for tonight. But the one thing about it is that people need to be mindful of the council as well as a certain group that's trying to make a big name for themselves. People choose to live in a certain district. We have to be mindful of why people are living. They're living there by choice. So I think we need to. There's been some false information out there. I have looked at the maps, but I'm going to be honest with you. I've gotten one call. Okay. One. And we've had this for over 3 months.
Yeah, that's something we really need to do as a people, is get informed as a community all across Tuscaloosa, to really be informed and engage with our public officials. Yeah. And that's disheartening that you would say that we get one call. So we got to do better.
The thing about it is people are more concerned with safety, with crime, with speeding in neighborhoods, with supporting our public schools, our afternoon programs, the problems we've had with youth. That's what's most important to people. Everything, it's always worked out. And in my first redistricting, we were just told this was how it's going to be by the legal department, and we didn't really have a say in it. And this last time, everybody has worked. This time I know they've worked very, very hard. And Mr. Fail and I, we spent a whole afternoon together because I'm losing right now. Everybody's losing part of their district. I had to search for people the most because my district was the lowest in population by about 1,500 people. And so, that's been a challenge because you got to find them, I picked up, everybody lost something. I lost all the Snow Hinton Park, University Mall area. And that was always very important to me. But the way the census block was drawn up, it had to go into 6. And so it's just been, one thing too, Rodney, and there's what's called a census block.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't just take a neighborhood. You got to take the whole block. And that was sent to us by the Department of Commerce. So, there's nothing simple about it. But one thing I can promise you, this is one of the most fair-minded councils that I've ever worked with, and people have taken it very seriously. And I've had discussions with each person, and just recently with the five who were ready to go, and it was a lot of give and take. And I gave up. I was going to have to give up a neighborhood that I didn't want to, and it was a majority Black neighborhood, and I got it back because I just said I am not losing this neighborhood, and it was a majority Black neighborhood, and so I did get it back, but it's been a lot of give and take, and it's been a lot of time, and I'm looking forward to putting it behind us.
All right, we'll talk about that another day. We went on too long on that one. Anyway. I want to talk about the gas station in Alberta. I want to talk about the new banks. Nigga just popped on. She said Alabama One Credit Union is.
And you tell Nika that I have not forgotten changing my accounts over there. It's just taking me a little longer.
Oh, you hadn't got? Come on, Kip. You got to put your accounts at the bank in your neighborhood now. Come on.
Oh, it's
Kip.
coming. It's not that easy.
I understand. I understand.
But it's not that easy. But I'm ready to take my first one over there. But there ain't a lot of money in them, but I've got several accounts.
Yeah. Hey, if it's $5, it helps. It helps.
Every dollar helps. Yeah. The next came the Mega Chevron, and when I first met with the owner, I told him one thing. I said, I don't want anything that you wouldn't build across the river. And if it's not good enough for North River, it's not good enough for Alberta. And he said, it's going to be better than North River. Well, when you see the final product on the Mega Chevron, which is the largest Chevron in all West Alabama, with basically a food court inside, people are going to be blown away. They have 14 bays, have the first public electric chargers for electric cars.
Okay.
The first public ones. There will be I didn't say Republicans, I said public ones. And that's what's been a joke.
Yeah.
But we've got a barbecue pit. We've got a yogurt mountain. There will be Chester's chicken. There will be daily plate lunches. And then there will be a restaurant to be named that will adjoin the Extra Mile convenience store that will be a meat and three. And so that's all in that 1.2 acres. And then success breeds success. And, I give a lot of credit to Domino's. People thought, well, how come he's getting so excited about Domino's? Well, the reason is when national chains start looking, they look at where other national chains are. And so even though COVID has closed it for right now, that was the very first Domino's in the state of Alabama to have sit down. They've got some booths and bar stools. You can actually go inside and eat. But the important thing to me was it had a national name. Mm-hmm. And then we got another Chevron. And then Jack's. I'm over we went to Jack's, and this is my life. It looked like, yes, they were coming. Then it looked like, they may not. And not only now they're coming, it's going to be the most impressive Jack's with double fireplaces. We're talking about, it'll be like in your rich friend's living room.
Mm-hmm. So where's the Jack's going to be located at?
It's almost. I mean, they're getting ready to roof it up. Will be across from the auto parts.
Okay.
Place O'Reilly's. Be right across from O'Reilly's, next to the Dollar General. One thing we've done too that people maybe notice, I think they have, after the tornado, we put major restrictions on building materials. And so you notice that Dollar General doesn't look like any other Dollar General.
You're right. It looks real good. It looks real good. It looks real
And that's
good.
and that's because, I insisted absolutely that we had to have the same building standards that they required north of the river.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I said, I'm not going to settle for anything in Alberta that they wouldn't build across the river.
Great. Well, Kip, our next guest is finna get ready to come on, man. Thank you for coming on so much, talking about District 5. And listen, we appreciate all your hard work that goes on that district, from the getting rid of the blight and upbuilding of University Boulevard on that across the bridge, and continuously working what you're doing in that district, and also helping. You got other stuff coming. We're gonna say that for a whole nother show.
Okay, we'll talk about those sidewalks coming, but let me tell you.
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
I want people to support Rodney Pelt. The blessings you give to this community through your mind change. And support you in any time that I can, and I hope people listening or watching, whatever they're doing, will follow suit and make a end of the year donation, tax deductible donation to you and Mind Changers.
Well, I appreciate that, Kip. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for all you do. The blessing you gave us the other day, we was able to bless 4 families. So,
oh man, I'm so happy to hear that.
Thank you so much for that. So we appreciate you, Kip.
I had that donation waiting for you, and we'll do it again next year.
Yes, sir. And thank you so much. And we're gonna do another show in the next year all about Kip Tyner.
Hey, let's talk about the old radio day.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come to the studio for that one though, because we don't want to have no more technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Kip.
Thank you, Rodney.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys, that was Kip Tyner from District 5, right here in the city of Tuscaloosa. Guys, we're going to take a quick pause for the calls and listen to this great message, and we'll be right back with Councilwoman Howard.
Shame to pray. And don't be too proud to pray, because prayer changes things. I don't care how dark it looked for you. I don't care what they done said to you. I don't care what the verdict is. I don't care what the haters say. Prayer changed things. I was told I would never be nothing. Prayer changes things. I flunked out of school. Prayer changes things. I'm on my 3rd marriage, lost everything I've owned twice. I've been homeless and lived in a car for 3 years. Prayer changes things.
Prayer changes things, guys. If that's the ultimate message to wake up to every morning. Prayer changes things. And when you go to bed at night, prayer changes things. Prayer changes things. I'm a living testimony of prayer changes things, from depression, anxiety, to attempted suicide, to all those things, sleeping in cars, being homeless with a family, going through a whole bunch of things in my life. Prayer absolutely changes things. It might not be the way you want it to change, but I guarantee it changes for the best. So just pray about it, talk about it, go see somebody, sit on somebody's couch, and listen to wise counsel. And I guarantee you that you will be better for it. Now, right before our guests come on, because she's logging on now, back to this. St. Cheese Selfie Museum, we're doing a partnership with them on January 22nd of next year. If you need a headshot, everybody needs a good professional headshot. Everybody needs a good headshot for maybe a business that you're trying to start, a venture you're trying to start, a partnership you're trying to start, your college resume, your job resume, your professional resume, whatever. You need a professional headshot. So come join me on January 20th, 2022. I said 22nd. January 20th, 2022 at the Self Museum right there in the mall by JCPenney Wing. And come get your professional headshot. It's only $40. You can't beat that price. I paid $100 for mine. And that was the brother discount. I paid $100 for mine. I only got two or three.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Why is Siri talking to me? So I don't see you, Miss Howard. Miss Howard, if you're watching or you're listening, please click on the link. I don't see you at all on here. So we on the wrong. We clicked on the wrong. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. There we go. That's the wrong link. I got you, Miss Howard. Hold on. I see what the problem was now, y'all. I clicked the wrong link. I sent the wrong link. I sent the wrong link, Raevan. Here's the right link, Miss Howard Williams. Click that link right there, Miss Howard Williams. If you're listening, if you're watching, click that link. Click that link right there, and I'll let you right in. I don't know why I messed that all the way up, y'all. I got to do better. I got to stop waiting till like the last part of the day to get on this. But yeah, come check us out. Come hang out with us on January 20th, 2022 at the Say Cheese Self Museum. You'll be not only getting a great headshot, but you'll also be able to come on and bless the nonprofit called Mind Changers. Be a blessing to it. So in a couple of seconds, I'm gonna run this last commercial, and then we're gonna get Raevan on.
Your forgiveness, you can trust God with your shame. You can trust God to get to heaven when you die. But the real question is this: do you trust Him with timing? Some of us will say, oh, I worship Jesus. I'm going to see Jesus face to face when I die. But the real question isn't in the by and by when I die, is what am I going to do in the meantime? And what if He doesn't show up in the exact moment, in the exact way that I expected Him to show up? And what if I'm not married at the same time my girlfriends are married? And what if God doesn't pay my bill when it's due? And what if God doesn't develop and deliver me from the addiction in the first year? What if it doesn't work the first time, the second time, the third time? Then the question becomes not just do I trust that God will do it, but do I trust when He wants to do it?
That's a good one, God. Do you trust that God will do it, but only do you trust that He'll do it His time? That is so prevalent. You know, we want things done right now. We want things. We go through a bad relationship. We want to fix it right now. We go through a bad job or whatever. You want it fixed right now. You're in a bad space and now you want to fix it right now. God takes you through things to bring you out of stuff. If you never go through nothing, you won't know how to reap the benefits, and you don't know how to praise Him when it's time for you to get your reward. So, yeah, that's deep. That's deep. So, I hope these messages will help. I don't know what's going on with this thing tonight. I think I think I messed it up. Trying to play with it too much. I think I messed it up. Raevan is gonna call in, guys, in a second. So we listen to what Councilman Tyner had talked about on his show, his segment, the new service station plaza that's coming to the area, the new business that's going to possibly employ over 150, employ so many now, but maybe employ 150 in the future. Also, the partnership it has with the three high schools, city high schools. So some great things going on in District 5. Kudos to you, Councilman Tyner, for all you're doing, what you got coming up in the future. We could have talked about a whole lot more, because I know a whole lot more that's going to go on in that district that he won't even talk about right now, what he can't talk about. So If you look for a good area to stay in, I say Tuscaloosa as a whole is a great area. District 5 got some great things popping going on over there in the district. So I guess we all having some bad technical difficulties tonight. I don't know this software is great software, but I'm jacked up on it tonight. I'm jacked all the way up on it tonight. It's killing me. But anyway, I was seeing y'all was in the chat. This redistricting they're talking about, and that Councilman Tyner talked about, and people ask questions about, is a hot topic issue in the or across the state. Period. Across the state. Period. Especially with the state level government. We're going to have some state legislatures on in the near future talking about those issues that's going on with the redistricting and how this is it's kind of keeping control, keeping power in where it is. It's not trying to disperse control over the city. There we go. You ready? You ready, Ms. Howard? Before I bring you in here, you ready? All right, just nod your head if you're ready. All right. Welcome to the show, Councilwoman Raevan Howard. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great. I don't know what was going on with my. I think I was sending the wrong invite out. I think I was sending the invite out to the whole streaming service and not just this particular show.
Okay.
We had it messed up. So how you doing, Councilwoman?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm out of breath because I had to run and find charges real quick. I was not going to reschedule on you again. So
that's fine. That's fine.
I'm happy to be here tonight.
I know you're in meetings and we appreciate you coming on tonight. And Kip, if you're watching, man, listen, that's my fault. I wanted you on the show, Kip. I wanted your face to see everybody. That's why I put your picture up, Kip. So my apologies. And Ms. Howard, my apologies too for keeping you waiting a little bit, trying to get this figured out. But I just, I took a month off, so gotta get back in the groove of the show. So for ones that don't know, let's see. Ms. Howard, you got your charger. You got your stuff charged up. Now we can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Still can't hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Now don't touch nothing, don't move nothing.
I'm sorry. But listen, my constituents are calling, so I had to answer their call.
Oh, don't answer no call me on my show. Don't do that. For all y'all watching this show, all three of y'all that watch, don't call Councilwoman Howard, please. For about 10 minutes, then you call her. But for the ones that don't know you, Ms. Howard, please introduce yourself to the people.
So I am Councilwoman Raevan Howard Williams, but professionally I go by Raevan Howard. I am Councilwoman for the City of Tuscaloosa in District 2, and I am happily serving my second term. And I'm happy to be here tonight because I have a few things coming up that I'm very excited about. I've worked very hard on, and I'm looking forward to working with the community to get more of their input to see how we're going to roll these things out in 2022.
Okay, great. Congratulations on getting your second term, getting that election and all that stuff out of the way. Congratulations. We're excited about what you got going on in District 2. So without further ado, talk to us about District 2.
So District 2, we have a lot to look forward to, but today I made an announcement that I have been working on for 5 or 6 years. I was able to announce that I had finally got to the point to where Liberty Recycling, which has existed in my community for many years before my tenure. Liberty Recycling has finally reached an agreement.
Hold on, Ms. Howard. Hold on. Is this breaking news, or you already did that on the news already?
I've already done that today, but it's still breaking news to your listening.
Breaking news. We broke the news.
You're not gonna be
Jabbar. I beat Jabbar. Oh man. Oh, well, go ahead. I don't even want to hear it now. I don't even want to hear it. Go ahead.
So anyway, Liberty has been a part of our community for many years, and it has caused lots of nuisances to our community by causing the residents to have to experience very randomly the loud explosions, which has caused damage to their homes. We have had a lot of environmental issues and concerns. We have had several fires just within the past few months. We've had several fires at Liberty where the fires, the flames, they stayed and continued throughout the night hours, and you could see the flames from miles and miles away. So after events like that, I would always have to debrief with the police department, with the fire department, to make sure that the environment was still safe and conducive for our residents to live in. And so Liberty has been a concern and an issue of mine since day one as councilwoman. I know personally how it feels to be at home just enjoying a peaceful day, and you hear loud explosions, like literally loud explosions that shake the foundation of your homes from miles away, not just in District 2 or West Tuscaloosa or Tuscaloosa, but in other counties sometimes. So, oh gosh, this was not an easy challenge. We had a lot of agreements that fell through, but today I was able to announce that Liberty is relocating the part of their business that is the reason and the cause for the nuisances that we have experienced in our community for so many years. And going forward, I'm just excited about having that victory, but I'm not stopping there. I'm already working on, okay, what's next in this area, in this location, at this business. And I did say that they're moving part of their business. It was important for me that we were able to keep a part of the business that the community usually utilizes, and that's just the simple recycling, just dropping off your recyclables, your cans or your scrap metal. But the part of the business that I was adamant about needing to be relocated was the incinerator that crushes the cars. And when they crush the cars, sometimes they would, I guess by mistake, leave the gas tanks on the cars, and it would cause loud explosions. So we were able to get that deal done. And if they are not fully operational by April or May of 2022, then we can look forward to them being fully operational in the summer of 2022. They are excited about the move because we have been a headache just as much as they have been a headache. Trust me, District 2, I have been a headache. I can't always do and say everything I want to do and say publicly, but just as much as it was bothering you and keeping you up at night or in the middle of the day, I was just as concerned about it just from hearing the call sometimes. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm looking forward. One of the main reasons is because now I can seriously and legitimately look forward to revitalizing that area, because I know that one problem that has existed that kind of kept us on the edge of revitalization will now be removed from the community. And I'm looking forward to see what myself and code enforcement can do going forward about revitalizing that area, even if we don't actually go on that property, but revitalizing that area and cleaning it up and making sure that it's very much well maintained.
So where are they relocating to? Is it outside the city or
outside of the city limits, south of Tuscaloosa? And I don't have too many details about the location, but I do know that it's outside of the city limits, south of Tuscaloosa, and I've been there to see it, and I'm excited. They are doing something, innovative and new. So hopefully this will be a better opportunity for them also as a business.
Well,
and they
want to move.
have
I got some land in Greene County if they want to buy some.
Hey, I was trying to work out all kind of sweet deals I could, but once they were in charge of moving their operations, so I didn't have anything to do with that. Once they went outside of the city limits, I was kind of done at that point. But I'm happy that we were able to get that far.
Well, that's good. We appreciate you fighting that, because that has been a sore thumb or black eye for our community for a long time, with those explosions, those fires, and just the traffic that comes in and out of there, and all the debris they leave and stuff. It's really been a sore thumb in the eye of that community. So that's so good to get that part of it moved away, so it won't have, maybe that congestion won't be there no more. We know those fires and explosions won't be there no more. And,
Yes.
that congested traffic, that is really a blessing. And hopefully we can get the whole thing just gone and go somewhere else, and we'll turn it into some apartments or something out there. We'll do all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, that's the scary part. Well, you have a lot of environmental hazards. That's why I have to be careful about. I don't want to give anyone false hope. That's why I said, even if I can't get on that property, then I'm going to do my best to, I'm still working on revitalization and cleaning up the area. I'm working with the other business in that area. And that is a light industrial area, and the businesses that exist there now were more than likely all grandfathered in. So, but I'm working on some things, and in the spring, I'm working on a major, our major spring cleanup, and I really want that area, that street, to be the main focus of like us coming out doing something different over there. I mean, I hope that he feels the hope that I feel right now.
I got my garbage bag ready, so just let me know. Let me know
All
what
right.
it is, because I love that. I love that community, and I'm over there all the time. So I got my garbage bag ready. Another thing I really want to talk to you about was the Unity Fest. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Unity Fest.
Yes,
how did that idea come about? And tell us about the Unity Fest, because I went to the event a couple weeks ago and it was fantastic.
I was just about to say, I hope you had a lot of fun. So as much as I would like to
me and Warrior got wet and we had to run to the car because of the torrential downpour, but other than that, it was great.
Yeah. So as much as I would like to take all of the credit for myself, all I can really say is that I'm just the host, but I caught on to the vision of Project Unity, and I'm sorry, I'm working with
I was gonna say, listen, I need all of your attention over here on me in this show.
Listen, I'm still in meetings at this time of night, so you gotta. I didn't want to reschedule with you again. I'm so sorry.
Kids Table Conversation is way better than any meeting you have right now. But go ahead.
I love all your listening audience and your viewers.
All four of them.
So yeah, all four of y'all, you call me. So anyway, Unity Fest came about because of the mayor and his staff. He wanted to have a way to present the recommendations that we had currently already went through during through Project Unity. And if you know anything about Project Unity, that is us breaking down all of the major concerns that affect our communities, not just West Tuscaloosa, but all of Tuscaloosa. And so that was a time where you can come out and have a good time with your family and your friends and members of your community and city staff and the mayor and the council members, but then also get to know more about Project Unity and where we are now and where we plan to go through Project Unity. So like I said, I wish I could take all of the credit for that, but that was really our mayor who does a good job of making sure that we're all transparent on the issues that affect us so intimately in our community. But since it was in my district at the McDonough Hughes Center,
the mayor's not on the show tonight, so let's talk about Miss Howard Williams.
Yeah, thank you. So since it was at the McDonough Hughes Center, I would just like to say that a lot of people at the McDonough Hughes Center were in the old part of the McDonough Hughes Center, and they were hearing about the dunking contest that myself and Councilman Cassius Lanier got to be judges for, thanks to the police department and some more who's that sat on that dunking contest for us. So they heard about all the events that were going on at the McDonough Hughes Center, but did not know that all of that was going on there and that the facility was so big. So that made me proud that everybody that was there said they enjoyed it, that they wanted this to be an annual event. So I've already mentioned that to the mayor. And I think most importantly, being in the midst of just not being able to fellowship like we usually would have, I think it felt good to be able to come together and see the kids come out and just be in their element. And we didn't have to go far to have a good time. This was in, my own backyard, our own community. I had someone call me this week. I had someone call me last week and was saying, hey, we lived across the street from the McDonough Hughes Center, but we had to walk because it was so crowded and we weren't going to come, but then we seen all the cars. So, that's the type of excitement that I want to be able to bring to my community by providing the best amenities for them. Because when you have the infrastructure and you have the facilities, then you're able to bring the opportunities. So if you need some VIP tours at the McDonough Hughes Center, you can call me. call me and I'll make that happen for you. I'll meet you there. But then I also want to be able to show you and explain to you where I want us to go in the near future. And this is all for our children, for the next generation. You know, when I'm planning projects and thinking about things that I want to accomplish on the council, I'm not just thinking about right now in the present. That is a thought, but that's not all of my thoughts. I'm thinking about how is this going to affect the next generation? How is this going to be beneficial to them? You know, and I want to be able to leave that kind of mark on my community. So I'm already on plan on phase 2 of the McDonough Hughes Center.
Well, that's good. That's good. I enjoyed the UniFest. WJ enjoyed it. When he wanted to be in the slam dunk contest till he fell asleep. Said school had wore him out. So and I just wonder why I want to judge, but it's okay. You know, we're gonna get to that point. So what's next for District 2? We talked about the business side of the house, the light industrial side. We talked about the community side when it comes to those recreational activities at McDonough Hughes Center. What's next when it comes to maybe infrastructure or housing or those life-changing issues or life-changing things is going to happen in District 2?
Well, at the beginning, about a year ago, I had a lighting upgrade in District 2. And so 2 weeks ago, I went out with the engineer in District 2, and I wanted us to go back out and reevaluate what we had already said that we were going to correct. Because now I wanted to see what our LED lights currently look like out in our neighborhoods. And we went out after dark. So, I actually met with a lot of residents, but I didn't publicize it as much as I probably could have, because I had a list of residents, maybe about 31 individuals that I needed to meet with, but we needed to wait until after dark. So I did not publicize that as much, because that was kind of like,
Can't hear you. Tell them folks stop calling. Ms. Howard is so busy. She just got folks interrupting our conversation, but it's okay. It's okay. All righty then. Well, she got a lot going on. Hopefully she can pop back in here in a second. There we go. Let me see how we're going to get over here to this thing. Okay, I'm not going to keep you on too much longer. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Well, anyway, District 2 is a great district, y'all. It spans from McDonough Hughes Center. Nope, can't hear you. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We understand you're busy. So what we'll do, Ms. Howard, if you're listening, you get your sound right. We're gonna bring you in another time, because we want to keep, because I know you're at meetings and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have her back on, just like we're gonna have Kip back on again. And we're gonna do all the city council like this. Hope we can get the mayor on as well. All right. Is that gonna work? Are you unmuted? Can we hear you? We can't hear you. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We understand you're busy. Wave and say bye to everybody, Ms. Howard. We're gonna get off. We're gonna bring you back in soon, and we can continue this conversation, okay? But then hopefully next time you come in the studio. Is that okay? I can't hear nothing you're saying. Just call me later on, all right? And you want to call in, you can call in, call my phone, and call in and continue the conversation. That'll work? All right. I'm gonna log you off. Thank you. Yeah, Ms. Howard has been great, gracious enough to come on after the meetings. She told me today that she was in a meeting at 5, they're gonna span all night long. So for us to for her to give us some of her time is great. There we go. Hey, Ms. Howard. All right, you need to cut off. Cut. There you go.
Okay, yeah. So, hey, okay. So I think I was saying, I was talking about how I was out with the engineers And so you were asking me about some things that are to come for District 2. So
Yes.
I was out reevaluating our lighting situation, and there are still a few concerns and issues that the residents had that, of course, were valid. And myself and the engineers, we're working on the best way to present those issues to the City Council. After the new year, like the week after the holidays, when we all get back to normal, that week I will be out with code enforcement. And this is important, and I want everyone that has code enforcement issues to call me. If you want myself and city staff that specialize in code enforcement issues, if you would like to meet with us on your street so you can point out those particular issues that you want us to correct, if they haven't been corrected yet, then I want to be able to meet with you and city staff and discuss those issues and see if they're realistic problems and things that I can delegate and try to get together. So that's one thing that I'm working on. And, sometimes, Rodney, I feel like there are a lot of issues in our neighborhoods, but the neighbors are sometimes apprehensive about reporting those issues because of a fear of their neighbors finding out. So instead of that being the issue in the next 2 weeks, I'm going out myself, and I want to be able to see some of the issues that are constantly reported to 311. And on that note, if you have any problems or concerns in your district, in District 2, in your neighborhood, I don't care if it's lighting or speed bumps or whatever it might be, please call 311, because that is my paper trail. That's how I keep track of what has been reported and what has been corrected or what is still open and staff is looking into. So please remember that 311 is a very good tool. I get reports and updates from 311 on a weekly basis. And I look at those weekly to see what's going on and what's being reported in my district. But the week after New Year's, I will be out in the community with code enforcement, and we're going to go through our district and just look at some things that I want to see change, some issues that I already know about. But I also want to be able to meet with you and city staff so that you can get an understanding of how the process works when you report things like code enforcement, and be able to ask questions for yourself if you like. I don't want to always assume that everybody needs to come to me at a meeting or to me at City Hall. So I'm coming to you. And so that's what I'll be doing in 2 weeks. And I hope that the community will reach out to me. And once again, I already have a list of residents, but because we can go out during the daytime, it'll be a little bit more easier for me to put some individuals on my plate.
That's good. 311 is a good tool to use. We can't be afraid to use it. It's no tracking, and nobody gonna tell on you, snitch on you, whatever people think. We gotta use 311 to get those things in our communities, issues we have solved. So cut your other phone off, Raevan.
I'm sorry.
That's all. I'm gonna cut it off for you. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I cut it off for you. So, Ms. Howard, lastly, we talked about the Unity Day and what's going on at McDonald Hughes Center, and we talked about other projects you got going on with lighting and code enforcement and different things like that. One last question, this coming straight from me. What does District 2 going to look like 10, 20 years from now?
Man, that's the question I just alluded to earlier, that when I make decisions here, I'm not just thinking about the present, I'm thinking about the future. And that's a big responsibility. And I'm thinking about how everyone can benefit from the decisions that I'm making right now in the current. So in the future, I'm hoping that we don't just talk about the problem, but we can actually be the solution. And, we have a lot of issues in our community when it comes to our youth and gun violence in particular. But I feel like a lot of times we talk about these problems, but we don't offer realistic solutions. So my focus right now, yes, I'm working on infrastructure projects, and I'm working on bringing the necessities to our community, like free Wi-Fi for the rest of the community. And that's been something that has been talked about for years, but I'm really trying to figure out how can we make this a reality in the near future for the rest of West Tuscaloosa. But I'm also working with one particular organization, and I'm really excited because they're not asking me for anything. They're just asking me for, basically a facility. So they have it all together, and I cannot take any credit for for what they're doing. And I do not dare want to take anything away from them. And you'll be hearing more about this organization in the very near future. But I'm very concerned about our youth right now and making some healthy changes with our youth right now. And I know that if we can make the right changes and we can all get on board and get on one accord, then in 10 years, District 2 will be a better place. Tuscaloosa will be a better place. If we don't do anything, then it's just not going to go. I can't really, don't even want to imagine what our community will look like. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to being consistent with the efforts that we give behind fixing problems with our youth, and also about bringing more amenities, because it's not just about fun things, but this is about jobs. This is about recreation. This is about giving individuals in my community that might not have the means and the necessities to go elsewhere to have a good time, or to experience certain things that they need to experience in life, to give them that diversity that they need, but to bring those things to my community. So those are the type of projects that I'm working on currently, aside from the infrastructure, because our kids don't remember the pipes that we put in the ground today, but they need things that directly affect them. And those are the things that I'm really trying to get off the ground and make happen for 2022.
Well, that's good. We really look forward to our future, because I'll always say that everything I do today matters tomorrow. So if we continue to make those strides for tomorrow, our tomorrow will be a better tomorrow. You get that? That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Ms. Howard. Any last comments and anything before we get off here? Because it's past my bedtime.
And mine too. Thank you. And I'm sorry about all of the waiting, but thank you so much, and y'all have a good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Howard.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Guys, that was Raevan Howard. You heard from her. Raevan Howard Williams. I'm sorry. And earlier we heard from Mr. Kip Tyner. And listen, they really got some great information put out from District 5 and District 2. Got all my technical difficulties fixed. I know what's going on, what I did wrong. So next week we're gonna have this problem. Next week we'll be on a pause because I'll be with my grandbabies. Unless y'all want to see my little grandbaby. But anyway, got some great information. If you want to get in touch with Kip or either Ms. Howard, please just call 311 and they'll direct you. You can leave whatever concerns or issues you have with them, and it'll go directly to those individual city council people or any city council person across the city from District 1 to District 7. So let's stay informed, let's stay involved, and our tomorrow affects our tomorrow. Get that? Makes sense? So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Tell all your friends, go back and watch the replay if you live in District 5 or District 2. And have a great week. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. All that stuff. Hopefully we'll see you next week. If not, we'll see you the following week. Roll Tide. Go Tigers. Shout out to Stillman. We'll see y'all next week. Be blessed. Merry Christmas. Hold on. Oh, my God. I'm all wrong. Merry Christmas, guys. Bye-bye.